Hey guys, Ichan here and welcome back. So a couple weeks ago I uploaded a new video of this something of seasonal anime and well, it did pretty good. Thank you guys for the views. It helps to motivate me to make more videos and try to grow this channel out. Now in that video I received a comment asking why I didn't review this anime. And as I've clarified before, these are the animes that I've encountered first and what caught my eye. Unfortunately, I did not see the anime that you asked for, which is One Direct Priority. But not gonna lie, this season has so much of great animes for everyone to enjoy. It's various types. It's really probably one of my favorites. And honestly, when I watch One Direct Priority, yeah, it really does deserve a review. So I'm gonna make one here. Consider yourself lucky. You got a shout out. Now this video is recorded straight after I finish episode 12 of the One Direct Priority series so that I can still explain it to you guys as it's still like fresh in my head, even though I don't really remember much of it. But I'll try my best to explain as best as I can and as simple as I can because, well, school's starting soon and I'll be going back to that school of mine in a couple of days. So yeah, so this video is going to be obviously a spoiler review. So if you don't want to get spoilers, click away. So basically, just to like give a short like synopsis of the series, it's pretty much like a story about, well, mental health, from like depression, traumatization, and some other stuff I can't name in my head right now. Right, anyway, let's start with episode 1. Now in episode 1, we encounter a girl named Ichan. No, not that Ichan. No, not that one either. Oto I. Yes, thank you. Now Ichan, she gets bullied at school for her heterochromia. So basically, different colored eyes, blue and yellow. And because of that, it pretty much lowered her self-esteem. So she's a loner, but thankfully she meets a friend named Koito. Unfortunately, Koito commits suicide. And yeah, that basically gave Ichan a hell of a depression. But one day she has an egg and, well, how do I explain this? So she goes to the toilet and then the toilet paper roll starts talking. And then the egg falls and it becomes big. And then a girl comes out. Yeah, I know, it sounds weird. So to explain this, because this is a spoiler review, this girl is a girl that has committed suicide before. Basically, they're in a dream. Well, in this case, Aichan's dream. So what Ichan has to do is she has to clear the mission by defeating monsters like red minions and a boss that is pretty much the source of the traumatization of the girl that committed suicide. Unfortunately, Ichan has no idea what the hell to do, but the girl eventually helps her to go through it and pretty much teach her what she has to do, and pretty much leading Ichan to smashing the shit out of the boss. There she meets a statue of Koito, who, when she approaches, she feels warm, which then leads her to doing all these stuff like frequently in her dreams. So Ichan would do all this just for the sake of reviving her friend that has committed suicide, which is, I don't know if it's possible, but in order to do that, she has to buy eggs and pretty much hatch them in the dreams, and boom, mission start. So this is what Ichan does for the next 11 episodes. So from there, she'll meet new friends, starting from Neiru, who is a child genius, unfortunately emotionless. Now she's trying to save her sister, who stabbed her. Hey, alright. Next is Rika. Rika is an ex-idol who's trying to save her fan that committed suicide, partly because of her. The fourth one is Momo. Now Momo is a girl, but she's bloody handsome. She can literally make any girl who meets her fall in love with her, which, by the way, she doesn't want that. But unfortunately, it happened to one of her friends, and, well, she committed suicide when Momo didn't want that happening to her. And that's your main four. Now some side characters, shall we? So we have Sawaki-sensei, who is Aichan's counselor and also Momo's uncle. He's a nice dude. He wants to be a painter rather than a school counselor. So basically, he is always frequently coming to Aichan's house to bring her back to school and trying his best to cheer her up. Unfortunately, she rejected everything and doesn't want to see him at all. But yeah, if you didn't know, Sawaki-sensei is Ichan's first love. So that's pretty much a kind of tsundere relationship. Next we have Ichan's mom. Now Ichan's mom, well, it's Ichan's mom. She supports her always. She will try to do anything that's the best for her. And yeah, she's also trying to date Sawaki-sensei. Yes, since Sawaki-sensei visits Ichan frequently, he ends up talking to her mom, and then they form a bond. Probably Ichan's worst nightmare. Clarifying that Ichan had a crush on Sawaki-sensei. Another side character, we have Aka and Uraraka. So these two are pretty much the masterminds of the whole system where you need to go to dream and break eggs and all that stuff. And yeah, they're literally like other beings. Ex-human, but they're literally another being form, but only with their consciousness and their brains attached. Left. Something like that. But yeah, they will help the girls in dealing with all these situations, and one of them is the talking toilet paper. Let's get to the overall of this anime in a way. So if you didn't know, the whole anime is pretty much a load of depression, but we have the opening and ending, which are sung by the main four, which I just told you just now. So the opening gives off a relaxing tune to pretty much calm you down, take a breather, and pretty much having you to get ready for what the fuck is going to happen later. Then we have the ending, which gives off a happy tune. So if you get depressed or traumatized, they'll try to cheer you up in the ending, even if it works or not. But for me, honestly, it does kind of work. Now we have the iconic scene of them explaining what Wonder Egg priority is. Wonder Egg, pretty much the egg that they hatch in the dreams. And then priority, pretty much the egg being the priority of these girls. Well, if you think again, Wonder Egg priority, that itself is pretty self-explanatory. Then we have all those drama, weird things happening during the series. For example, in episode 6, where we find out that Neru isn't actually like born biologically, she was like created. She gave her all the genes of the smart people in the world, and pretty much, and now she leads a company. And also in the episode, she meets her relative, who's also created the same way, and she meets her in her mind. Like, she is one of the committed suicide girls. Should I be calling it that? Then this Riko's trying to figure out who her dad is. Let me explain. So basically, her mom loves to go clubbing, and well, she got off with some dudes, and she gave her like 5 different pictures of different men, saying one of them is pretty much the father, which doesn't really help her, obviously. Then there's Momo in the 3rd final episode, where she meets girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. So she's a girl that wants to be a boy, and she's the first person outside of like family or Ichan, Rika, or Neru to like acknowledge her as an actual girl, because it is hard for her to get acknowledged as a girl, because one time she got approached by a dude, which kind of made her happy, unfortunately figuring out that that dude was actually gay. Yeah, it's awkward. Then there's Ichan, who, well, experienced all this trauma, depression, anxiety, all that, whether with Koito, with the 3 girls, or with somehow Sawaki-sensei and her mom wanting to date each other. Well, in the end, she accepts who she is, gets her self-esteem back, and comes back to school. Well, that's a positive. Oh yeah, in the series, the girls also get pets of like different species that try to like help them during their mission to clear them out. And it's also going to appear in what I'm going to say soon. Right, now we get to episode 10, which all the mindfuck starts to happen. So after Momo saves that boy, she has completed everything. So basically her friend that's in stone disappeared, which means she's alive. Then a being appears with butterflies as its face, killing off her pet, forcing her to eat the pet. And yeah, this also happened to Rika as well. She completed everything, the stone disappears, that thing appears, and forcing her to eat her pet that has died in front of her. I know what the hell happened there. Then we get to episode 11, where Ichan enters Aka and Uraraka's house and uncovers all the secrets around this. So when Aka and Uraraka was human, they created a 14-year-old girl. Then Aka gets in a relationship and gets married and has a baby. The girl that they created does a freaking traumatizing kills Aka's wife, but the baby is saved, which is also killed by that 14-year-old girl. Uraka gets pissed, kills the shit out of her, but before she kills her, she's created those two beings that forced Momo and Rika to eat their pets. And yeah, they really went all out with the story. Zoom in to episode 12. Well, episode 12, Ichan meets Ichan from a parallel universe. Somehow there's parallel universes. Now this parallel universe Ichan essentially appeared in the egg, and as I said, eggs are the girls that committed suicide. Parallel universe Ichan is one of them. And this one did not meet Koito, did not meet any of the three girls. Yeah, she committed suicide way earlier. But our Ichan explains why life is great and why she shouldn't have really done that, and showing that there's more to her life than she thought. And now there's the boss, Sawaki Sensei, in dead Ichan's mind. Because these bosses are what the girls think of them to be, which is somehow Sawaki Sensei is a creepy. This show can make anything look hideous. And somehow both of them drown. Ichan somehow meets Koito, and the other Ichan's alone. That Sawaki Sensei somehow telling Ichan and Koito about how love sucks and pretty much to die young. Koito tries to convince Ichan to jump off, but Ichan refuses. She saves the parallel Ichan and kills Sawaki Sensei. Boss humanoid monster, what the fuck it is, Sawaki Sensei. There she completes the whole thing. That thing appears. Thankfully Ichan understands all of this and hid her pet, which leading that being to attacking her. But she was saved by parallel Ichan, which makes her lose an eye. Ugh. But in the end, our Ichan's okay, and that Ichan disappears. And then she wakes up, a short thank you. That's where it ends. What the fuck? The ending plays, then boom, end credit scene. Finally. It's a scene of Ichan turning around, someone saying thank you, and she makes a sour face. Next thing I know, they have a special coming in June. And I've heard people saying that it's pretty much the continuation. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, I don't know, but hopefully so. And yeah, that is pretty much the review. Personally, I would say this anime, every week it comes out. Well, not anymore because it's ended. It's not really an anime that I would hype myself about. Now, things like I hype myself about is like Horimiya, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, most importantly, Radio of Healer. I mean, I'm not saying this in a bad way. It's good. It's a great anime. Not gonna lie, you watch it, you're gonna have a great time. Well, depends who's watching. Well, obviously, I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. But if you guys want to try it out, sure, you can watch it. But the spoiler that you might get traumatized. Wait, this is a spoiler review. So obviously you guys seen it already. So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna wrap up this video here. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and tell me in the comments below what other things I should do in this channel. Whether it being reviewing anime, or playing more games, or doing anything. Maybe you guys want to see me review manga, or games, or other anime. Just tell me in the comments below, and I might do it. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be making a video next month, because, well, I will be at school, and next video's probably coming May. If I'm happy enough to make a video at school, and maybe a new video is gonna come out next month. But yeah, that's all. Till then, see you in the next one. Bye.